Hello. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Just getting started. I want to be able to check any comments over here on my computer. Here we go. So thank you for joining us. I just really felt like crafting tonight and wanted to see if anybody wanted to come and craft with us, because that's what we do. I told this one right here that she could help me at the beginning. But as much as I love her, she can be a little bit of a distraction. So, I hope everybody's doing great. We have had a big day. Cecilia, tell them what we did today.
So we went somewhere and there was like,
What?
And it was, and we saw Poshy there.
Who is Poshy? Yeah. What does Poshy look like? What does Poshy look like?
She looks like a little like puppy.
Oh, she's watching herself over here on the. Don't watch this. Watch that. That's what's live. This has a delay on it. Okay. So let's get started. I first wanted to go through. I got an order in yesterday, so I thought we would go through and take a look at everything and all my goodies. So are you going to help me with that part? Okay. So here, hand me that first one on top. This one actually wasn't part of my order. Chalk Couture does something called Club Couture, where you get a new transfer sent to you every month when you're a designer. And it's kind of, we get it as a preview, and then it's available. This one will actually be available for purchase in April. But this one is called Mama's Kitchen, and it's so cute. It's got a lot of really cute stuff for like decorating or using our couture inks on like an apron, or it'd be cute to make a sign to put in your kitchen. And it's really, I think you could make some really cute Mother's Day gifts with this. But so it says Mama's Kitchen, because I said so. If you're anything like me, you say that a lot around your house. And it's got a cute little cupcake and a heart and a little spatula and spoon and a whisk. And then it's got some other just like really cute little embellishments, like a few different arrows and I can't think of what these things are called, but just another little like swirly type embellishment. So that one's really cute. All right, what's next?
This is her next.
Okay. Oh, so I also got a couple packs of our pillowcases. So these are 17.5 by 17.5 pillowcases, and they're perfect. They work so nicely with our inks. And so I got a couple of these to try out, and there's 2 to a pack. I think I got 2 packs, but they're a pretty decent size pillowcase. So you can see.
They're kind of hard a little bit. But
Well, yeah, it's canvas. So they're really sturdy.
They're kind of hard, and they're kind of like campus, but
Yeah.
But you can also do some
Campus.
on blankets if you want.
You could. In fact, I've got some baby blankets that I'm going to try to use our inks on.
Grits.
Grits? Oh, grits?
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
Don't add that in the thing, okay?
Okay, what's next? What's next?
Hey, this.
Okay, we're going to do this one last, actually. Here, what's next after that?
Another pillowcase?
Yeah, another set of pillowcases. What's next after that? Okay, I got a bunch of inks and some pastes. So, let's see. Oh, and I got some more chuckable chips. So, for anyone who is waiting on samples from me, I've got more of my 3-inch round chips. So, those will be ready to go. Hopefully tomorrow, at the latest Tuesday. So, those are the chips. I don't need to pull those out. Just move those out of the way. Okay, so for paste, I just got a a 3-ounce white paste. So we are transitioning from a 2-ounce size to a 3-ounce size, so you can see the difference. So if you see a color that you really like that's in the 2-ounce size and it says out of stock, we either have the same color or a similar color in 3-ounce. So if it says out of stock, it doesn't mean that that color is not available to you at all. It just means we've transitioned out of the 2-ounce and we're now in a 3-ounce type version for it. And then for inks, oh, this is beautiful. This is Midnight Sky. It's like a navy blue. And then I also got a white ink. So this is an ink, and this is a paste. Remember what I told you, Cecilia? I said, if you are going to help me, then what?
Then be quiet.
Well, I mean, I said you can't be silly. So this is a paste, and this is an ink. So a paste is when you don't want your design to be permanent, like on a chalkboard, but an ink is when you want a permanent design that's something that you're going to heat set, like on a ceramic mug or on a pillowcase or an apron or anything like that. And then I also got this gorgeous shimmery copper color. And when I've used yeah, thank you, Vanna. And when I've used like the gold, the shimmer, it really turns out so beautiful. All right, what's next?
Oh yeah, a little like hearts.
Oh yes. So if you have ordered a sample from me, excuse me. If you've asked me for a sample, and by the way, I'm still doing them. So if you still want a mini kit, just say me please, and I will send you one. It doesn't cost you anything. It's totally free. I will ship it to you. But I was sending out flowers. Flowers are out of stock short term, so I got a bunch of these hearts. So if you want a sample kit, or if you've asked for a sample kit and haven't got yours yet, you're going to get a heart in yours. What's next? Oh, this is a magnetic board. This is one of our steel magnetic boards. You can chalk on these. Here, I'll just take it out of the bag real quick. You can chalk on these. You can also put magnets on them. So I actually got the Chore chart transfer. Just pull that out real quick. Okay, well, hand that to me. So I got this chore chart transfer, and I'm going to do a little chore chart or to-do list. This is going to be a functional piece in our house. And then you can see this transfer, and this is actually retiring. So if you want this, then you need to jump on and get it, because it's actually on the low quantity retiring list, which means if it's not already sold out, it's going to sell out like super quick. But it's got a lot of cute embellishments on it, and it says, when we are helping, we are happy. And then you can see it's got bonus, chores, to do, done, and then it's got all these great embellishments. So this would just be a really cute way to decorate and create your own little to-do board or chore board, or I mean, there's so many different things that you could do, even just with these. Honestly, I got excited. I was like, man, those embellishments are so cute, and I can use them for so many different things. All right, what's next, sister? Oh no, so we're gonna do that one last, because I think that's the one we're gonna use today. Okay, this is called an ink mat, and this is used whenever you are using our Couture ink. You would stick this, either like if you're doing a pillowcase, you would stick this inside the pillowcase just so the ink doesn't bleed through to the other side. And you can actually cut this down, and you can see it's very like pliable. What's next? All right, more hearts. Lots and lots of hearts. I've got plenty of hearts, and I've even got more coming. So if you want a sample kit, just say, me please, and I will reach out to you. I will ask you for your mailing address, and I will get that sent out as quickly as possible. You can ask any of the ladies I've already sent them to. They went out pretty quick. So this is a patterns transfer, and this is, you could do a background and then chalk on top of it. You could actually use this to add patterns to your to your designs. If you were doing like, you could do a pink heart and then let it dry and then do something like a pattern or something over the top of it. It adds a little bit of dimension and some character and really makes it your own. So this is just a set of different patterns. What's next?
All of these.
Okay. There we go. One at a time. All right. This one's really fun. So this one's called Wicked Chickens. And it just has some, this is really like, plays into that farmhouse decor. And I've seen a lot of people are doing like tea towels with things like, with these types of transfers. But this one says, Wicked Chickens lay deviled eggs. And this one says, kitchen's closed, this heifer's had it. So that's just really fun, humorous. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but I will come up with something. It would be cute to even just put a sign in your kitchen. Here.
Okay,
I think if you have a chicken coop, it would be really cute to put that little chicken sign on there. Okay, so this one is called Four-Legged Word. And obviously we are animal lovers. We spent the day driving up to Oklahoma to meet our puppy, who is so cute. We can't wait to bring her home. So this one, it says love is a four-legged word. And then you've got the little kitty and the little puppy. And then you can do these are different types of ears, different types of little mouths, little paws. There's a little nose, so you have little paw prints. So just a really cute transfer for an animal lover. And I'm actually going to be working a vendor show in April. I'm going to be at the 5K for the Apollo Dog Rescue in Keller. So if you've been looking to do a 5K and if you have a heart for our four-legged friends, I would love to invite you out, do the 5K, support the Apollo Dog Rescue, and then I would love to see you out shopping about afterwards. Okay, what's next?
Oh, and it's this pretty sign.
This, okay, Grow Old With Me. This is just one of those transfers that kind of speaks to your heart. So this one says, grow old along with me, the best is yet to be. And this is another one, it would be really nice on one of our pillows. I've seen this done on our pillows. This would be just like a nice sign in your, master bedroom. This would be a great transfer to use if you were making a decor piece for a couple that's getting married. This would be a lot of fun to use there too. All right, what's next?
What is word sign?
This is called I Can Do All Things. And it's I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. So, again, this is another one that would be a... Cecilia, what are you doing down there, hon?
I'm just rocking out.
You're just rocking out. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to give you stuff too.
Okay, thank you. Well, you're almost done, and then you can go get your special treat. Yeah, so this one would be good just to make a sign for your house. Really, there's a lot of different ways you can use this, too. Okay, what's next? Okay, what's next? Okay, this is called Rustic Wreath, and this is awesome because it's got this amazing wreath. You can add the different branches, there's little flowers, you could even pull flowers from one of our other transfer sets to decorate this wreath, and then you could put, really, pretty much any of these 8.5 by 11 type sentiments fit inside of there. So it's just a way to add some dimension to this. So you could put this on a pillow and then add any one of those sentiment transfers to the middle of it. All right, what's next? Okay, when I saw this, I was like, I have to have it. So it's Buffalo Plaid, and it's a pattern. So you could do this in like a lighter color, like this is coastal blue. You could do like a coastal blue, and then you could put like a sentiment over the top of it. This is going to be amazing at Christmas time with reds. And this, typically our transfers retire every like 6 to 12 months. So it may or may not be around at Christmas time, but I'm really glad that I got my hands on it. Because there are just so many different things, and you guys know buffalo plaid is so hot right now. And then what is next?
This board.
Okay, so this board I got, this is an 18-inch round board, so I'm trying to not blind you guys. So this is an 18-inch round board. I'm going to put it down so that it doesn't blind you. And I got this because I am actually donating to a silent auction for the Frisco Women's League. Frisco Women's League, I think. Anyways, they do a mother-daughter tea every year. And my daughter and I went last year with a couple of our friends. And they do silent auction baskets. So I'm donating a Chalk Couture basket. So I'm going to decorate this for the auction. And then in the basket, I'm going to include another transfer and some chalk paste. And then I'll also include like a free make and take for them and like for their friends and for their kids to do a make and take, or we call it actually like a create and sip. If any of you want to do anything like that, reach out to me. I have access to the classroom at Lone Star Mercantile because I'm a vendor there, and I'm happy to host something like that there. We can host it in your home as well. So anyway, the mother-daughter tea, I believe it's either April 14th or April 21st. I know it's one of those 2 days because I know I couldn't go because I'm working vendor shows both of those days. And then finally, what's our last one?
This one.
Yeah, so this is Love Grows Here. And this is the one that I am going to use tonight. It's got these really cute pots and these succulents, which are like super fun and on trend right now. So I thought I've got this board that I've done this side of it. And I was trying to figure out what to put on this side. And I wanted, because this side is so straight up spring, I'm going to be selling this in my shop. So I wanted to be versatile enough. So I thought this would be great to put on the other side so that whoever purchases it, they can get a lot more mileage out of it. So that's what we are going to do. Cecilia, were you good?
I guess so.
All right, well, you may go have your special treat that's over there, and you can watch Disney Junior for a little bit, okay?
Ow.
All right. Okay, so let's get started. And I'm actually not going to pop you guys up because then I'm going to have to move all that stuff around. But I think that you're at a good enough angle that you can see what I'm doing here. And so this is we're going to start from opening the transfer. I'm trying to see. I don't even know if I have anybody on with me. So if you're catching the replay, you may have actually fast forwarded through a lot of that stuff. Let's see. It has been a fun day, but it has been a long day.
Mom, my first time opening a Kinder Egg.
That's fantastic. Expect a lot of that over the next 20 minutes or so while we knock this out. Okay, so I'm going to set this over here to the side. Okay, so let's see here. Because this is so narrow, I'm going to have to, this sentiment right here, grows here, I'm going to have to kind of go like that. So I'm hoping that I can fit everything on here that I want to fit on here. So we will see. And if not, no big deal. We'll try and do something else later. So if you are just now jumping on, I am working with the Love Grows Here transfer. This is from Chalk Couture, and I am going to put a design on this chalkboard here. This is just one that I picked up at a craft store. This is not one of our Chalk Couture boards. I did the Chalk Couture board a couple nights ago. So if you are curious about those, our boards are actually really awesome because not only do they look gorgeous, not only do they take our product beautifully, but they are also magnetic. So that I thought is really awesome. So we're going to do Love Grows. I don't really want to pull that apart, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to kind of eyeball here. Love Grows here. So if I have that, and I can probably do, yeah, I can do maybe 1 or 2 of these pots down here. We'll make it work. That's what we do. We'll make it work. I'll have to probably use one of the shorter pots. I'll probably do this guy, and then I'll probably have to do the smaller succulents. We were in Phoenix not too long ago, and this transfer set just reminds me so much of Phoenix because of like just the cactus out there, and it just really being out there reminded me so much of Phoenix, or so much of this transfer. Yeah, so we might be able to fit 2 of these down here. I don't want it to look too crowded. Make sure you guys can see. Okay, so let's see here. I'm not going to use inks because this is a chalkboard. So I'm just going to move my inks out of the way. So I've got this coastal blue, which might look nice. I've got this red. I've got white. I know I want to use my mint green. Let's see, there's purple, pink, Caribbean blue. That might be nice. Yellow. Maybe I'll do white, yellow. There's gray. Mocha. I'm kind of liking the way these colors are coming together. You can see I'm just kind of, you definitely don't want to do black. There's evergreen. And then this is magenta. I think we can make those colors work. So we'll just work with those. I did not have another design on this. This is my first time using this, so I didn't need to clean it off or anything. Move, I've got this bright light right here, and I just want to move it so I can see a little bit better. I'm gonna move it over here to this side. Maybe. I have this light so that you guys can see everything I'm doing better, but it's like where I have it is like blinding me. All right, so let me probably put coastal blue in there too. So let me move these guys out of the way so you can see. And we're just gonna start from the top and we'll work our way down. I've got my baby wipes right here, ready to go. All right, let's start with Love. Now this is a brand new transfer set, so I am just going to use my little towel here to fuzz this up because our transfers are so sticky, which is awesome because that means the adhesive lasts longer, which means you get more mileage out of them. You can reuse them more times. But whenever they're brand spanking new like this, they are so sticky sometimes it's hard to get off of the board. So I'm just gonna put this right up here, like along the edge. And I know it's probably hard to see from your angle, but because I wanna get this as high up as I can so that I can fit those succulents down there. So we're gonna do Love, and then I'll have the Grows and the Here underneath it. So let's just do the Love. We'll start that in white. So here we go. So here's the love. I'm just gonna put the paste on it. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be in any, you don't have to go in any particular direction. Just get it on there. You can be as liberal with it as you want because you are going to scrape it off as you go along. So once you have it all covered, you just swipe it off and then you put the remainder back into the container. Swipe. And I don't think I'm going to use all those colors. I just wanted to pull out the colors that would be in my consideration set. Okay, and sorry if you hear noise in the background. It is my 4-year-old watching Disney. So now I'm just going to pull this up. So, let's see. Love, thank you. Who is watching me right now? I cannot even tell. If you're watching, like, say hi so that I know who it is, because I just saw some thumbs up, but I don't know who's watching me. Is it Joelle? Anyway, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. So love, and then let's do, I'm going to just heat this up a little bit so that, because my transfers are going to be, I have this wreath that I'm going to do something with. I just haven't decided what yet. But because my transfers are going to be so close together. Oh, hey, Ashley. How are things in Florida? How's the weather? Okay, so that is nice and dry. Oh, what's her name? Ashley, what is her name? You should buy this for her. It's so much fun. It's so easy to do. So now I'm going to do the grows. Anybody can be a Picasso with this. Oh, I almost forgot to fuzz this. That wouldn't have been terrible, but I would have had a way more difficult time getting it off. Mary Alice. Oh, that's a pretty name. I love double names. My mom is a Mary Beth. How long have y'all been dating? Is Mary Alice, are you there? Is he treating you nice? Did we teach him well in high school? Okay, I'm just setting that down. I can see through the transfer. It's somewhat transparent. So I know that I can kind of gauge. And then let's just do this in the mint. I'm going to do the mint for grows, and I think I'm going to do the Huron white. Maybe I'll do both of these in mint. I don't know. We'll decide. Okay, so this paste is kind of thick. So a year or so, you always have been. You always have been nice. Your mama raised you right. You got a good one there, Mary Alice. So I'm just going to spritz some water in here because it's kind of thick. That's the other good thing about this chalk paste is because you can add water to it. Dumped a little bit there. Because you can add water to it, it lasts that much longer. So it's not like paint where if you add water, you thin it out and it changes the color. Okay. So this is the mint green. So let's just put this on. And you want to add water and stir it until it's the consistency of like yogurt. So don't be afraid. It's really hard to mess up your product. So like if you put too much water in it, just let it sit and it'll go back to the texture that it needs to be. Okay, so, and now I'm just gonna swipe. Put it back in the container so that we are not wasting it. Okay, and I'm just gonna wipe my hands. I have a 2-year-old, so I always have baby wipes handy, but when it comes time to clean these transfers, you can clean them with any kind of wipe. And you'll get probably like 10 to 15 uses out of one transfer set. So there is our grows. So you can see, I'll just hold it up. So there's that. And then I'm just gonna do the here right below it, but I'm gonna dry this real quick. Hey, Amy, are you still on watching? It says that you're on. I think this stuff is totally up your alley. You would love this because you're so crafty. Okay, so now that's dry. You can see it's like little finger friendly is what I call it. You can rub it and it's not going to smear until you're ready to change the design. So once you're ready to change the design, you just take water and you spritz it on. Oh, thank you. You spritz it on and then it wipes away. So now we're actually just going to take this same transfer that I was just using where I put the grows and I'm going to put the here right underneath. I'm going to try my best to center it without, I want to center it as best I can. So we'll see here. But that's kind of the beauty of this stuff, because like, even if I mess it up, guess what? It's not a big deal. What do y'all think? Should I do the here in mint or should I do it in white? I feel like I should do it in mint. I feel like the white is just, it's a different font, and yeah, I'm just gonna do it in mint. All right, so this again is the mint green. I'm just liberally applying it. Don't be afraid of it. You do want to move kind of quick though, because this, you know, as you've seen, it dries pretty quick. And if you don't pull the transfer up, and it dries before you pull the transfer up, then the color will come up with the transfer and not stay on the chalkboard. So you do want to make sure that you move kind of quick. You don't want to, you know, sit around and have a cocktail and then come back and try and pull it up, because then you're just going to have a really beautifully colored transfer and not necessarily a beautifully designed chalkboard. Okay, so now I'm just going to pull this up. Ta-da! So love grows here. Oh good, mint. I chose the right color. So on Facebook Live, comments are on a delay. Who just joined? I see I've got 3 people now. You need your own show. Thank you. You are so sweet. Okay, so now we're gonna do, that's what this is, right? Like Facebook Live is kind of the new way to like make yourself famous. Like, this is all the drama that I took in high school. This is where I'm filtering it to. Mr. Pryor would be so pleased. All right, so I'm just gonna fuzz this guy up. I'm gonna stick him down here in the corner. It's kind of hard for me to get, because I want to fit more than one of these pots. So I want to get it as far over to this side as possible so I can make sure that I fit 2 pots there. You know what's funny is that I am not an artist, like at all. I'm a terrible artist. My husband is a much better artist than I am. But I am crafty. So you do not have to be an artist. You do not have to know like the principles of art. I could not. My daughter knows the color wheel better than I do, and she's 4. So you do not have to have any sort of skill to use this. You don't have to have any artistic bone in your body, which is a good thing because I certainly do not. I'm just thinking I probably want to give, I might want to give myself a little bit more room. You know what? I think I've got, where's my little cactus guy? Because he will fit. Yeah, I can do my little cactus guy in one, and then I can make one of these other ones work. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do this pot. I'm going to do it in gray, and then I'm actually going to do another color on top of it. So this one is, this one's a pretty good consistency, so I'm not going to worry about watering this one down at all. I'm just going to go for it. My other incentive to move fast on this is, so springing forward has totally like messed me up. I don't know if it's messed up any of you guys, but I mean, it's 8:30 here and I'm like, oh my gosh, I really need to get my daughter to bed, but it doesn't feel like she should go to bed yet because it's only 8:30. I mean, it's like only 7:30 really, and like my body's telling me it's only 7:30, but the clock is saying it's 8:30. So I'm gonna swipe this off. And for anybody that just joined, this what I'm using here is called chalk paste from Chalk Couture, and it is a like semi-permanent product that you can use to design on pretty much any surface, and it will last as long. It will dry firm, and it will last as long as you want it to last. And then when you are ready to wipe it away and do a different design, you just spritz water on it and it will, you can just wipe away with a paper towel. Okay, so I've got that little pot. So this is what we have so far. And I'm gonna dry this one real quick because I'm actually gonna add something to the top of it. Cheers. Hey, Colleen. How are you? Okay, so that's totally dry now. And let's see, on this one, I am going to add, let's see, I can either do these little dots, but I think I'm going to just do this little, like, swooshy looking deal.
Cool.
Hi, oh, thanks so much, Colleen. Cecilia's right here. Say hi to Colleen.
Hi, Colleen.
I think she heard me say hi, Colleen, and then she came running over. She was watching Disney Junior. Hey, Rebecca, how are you?
Ashley.
Oh, thank you, Ashley. My friend Ashley thinks you're precious. Yeah, she's pretty precious. I'll give her that.
Hey, Mom.
She was pretty precious with those puppies today.
Mom.
Colleen says hi.
Hi. Mom, actually, when you say hi, Colleen, I was there.
You were what?
I was like, I'm all alone without somebody watching show me.
Oh, you were all alone without. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna use this magenta on top of the gray. So I'm just gonna do this little swooshy looking thing. All right. Use this one here. That's kind of thick. I'm going to put some water in it. Just thin it out. And you know what? If you guys that are watching or anybody that's catching the replay, if there's anything that you guys want to see me do,
Mommy's still here.
When it comes to like Chalk Couture, I'm sure there's a lot of things that people would love to see me do.
still here.
I know you're still there.
I know, I'm just looking at it.
Okay, you can look. But just let me know. Just let me know and I'll see if I can do it. I'm gonna do one of these pillowcases, but honestly, if you didn't catch me earlier, I got Chalk Couture has these canvas pillowcases. Well, no, that's not a pillowcase. That's a makeup bag.
I know. What would you do to make
Well, I'm not going to do that right now. But, so I got these pillowcases that I am dying to do something to. But I feel like I need to practice on something else first. Because I want to do a buffalo plaid on it. And that seems a little advanced even for me. So, we will, maybe I'll do... I may not be bold enough to do that in a live. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to just take this off. Cecilia, you are going to ruin that. Please do not do that. Just leave it alone. Don't touch it, please.
Okay, look what happened.
It's fine. Okay,
Mom, what
so
are you making?
that's what that looks like. So I gave it a little bit of extra color. And then now we'll do this little cactus guy. Stop touching these, please, Cecilia. You are going to ruin them. So these transfers, they're pretty hardy, except when you get the adhesive touches itself, then it can become a big pain to pull apart, like right now. So I'll just have to drop that in some water. Please don't touch them. So I will drop that in some water here in a little bit. And then I'll just have to work it out. Okay, so here's our cactus.
Yeah.
Cecilia, what color should we do a cactus? How about green?
Yeah, maybe a little dark green.
A dark green? Okay, I have a dark green. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this fuzzy because this is a brand new transfer, so the adhesive is really strong. And I want the transfer to be easier to pull up off of the chalkboard. All right, so I'm just gonna set that guy down. Colleen, if you're still on, I was saying earlier that this transfer set reminds me so much of Phoenix because it's got all these cactus and succulents in it. And it takes me back to, we were just in Phoenix for Colleen's brother's wedding.
Colleen's?
Yeah.
Colleen?
Just like a couple weeks ago. Almost 2 weeks ago. And just this transfer with all the cactus and everything, it reminds me so much of the landscape there. So this is just evergreen, is this color. I'm just gonna get that onto the transfer. What are you doing? Those are not for playing with. One day I will have my craft room again and there will be a lock on the door.
What? Will you have a craft room again? Like, this is your craft room?
Well, it kind of is right now, huh?
Yeah, because it's so messy and stuff.
Well, yeah, it's messy because of all this stuff out.
Yeah, and you should clean the table.
Yeah, well.
And you should get rid of that stuff because...
I should get rid of all the Chalk Couture stuff?
Yeah, because...
You don't think we should have Chalk Couture anymore?
Because...
You don't like doing this with me?
Mom...
That hurts my feelings.
Can I tell you something?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to hear what you have to say.
Can I tell you something?
I like this. Wonder if you could do a palm tree for
You
Florida.
never let me do it with you sometimes, and so that's why I want to get rid of it.
Okay, I need you to take it down a notch, sister. Why don't you go into the living room for me, please? All right, I'm going to go and pull this up before it dries. So I'm done dealing with my spunky little 4-year-old over here. Okay, you are messing this up. I need you to go sit in the living room, please.
Alright.
Right now. Go.
Okay.
Ashley, yeah. She is just like me. I know. It's like as much as I get frustrated with it, I see so much of myself in her. But, you know, she's my little mirror. So here is what we have so far. So it's looking good. As far as the palm tree, I don't know if we have a transfer that has a palm tree on it right now. We'll be getting some more summery type transfers that will be released here relatively soon. I know we have like an anchor and some shells, so I'm sure there will be more beachy type. Maybe a cactus is best. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm sure it won't be long before we have something like that. Okay, and then now I'm gonna do, I don't know if this pot, my pot's kind of big compared to this other little pot. Let's see, maybe she was right. Maybe this is too big of a mess. Here we go. I've got this one. That one will fit. Oh, good, she's back. What are you campaigning for?
You never ever let me like do tractor tour. You only let me do it 1-2 times, and that's not enough for me.
So did I tell you that she's going to theater camp this summer? Oh, Cecilia, you are so hard done by. You are so hard done by, my sweet little girl.
Well, you're really hard done by because you never ever let me do that ever again.
Okay.
You never ever let me do that.
Cecilia, you've got to be joking right now.
No, I am not.
You mean we didn't make a mermaid board together, just me and you?
I only just get to do it.
Oh, Daddy wants you to come sit with him.
Oh, is he upstairs?
I don't know. Okay, I'm going to do, this is, I think this is called School Bus Yellow for this pot. A great contender for theater camp, if I have ever seen one. Tell me about it. I mean, I do think that it was the universe. We, randomly got drawn for this free week of theater camp. And, I mean, it must had to be the universe. It's like divine intervention. This is thick. I'm gonna just, oh, she's kind of going back and forth on me now. I'm gonna stir it up a little bit. We're almost done. We are almost done with this. And so once I get this done, because I'm gonna put this in my shop, I will spray some Krylon on top of it just to seal it, because I do want this design to stay permanent. But if I was planning on keeping this board, then I wouldn't do anything to it. I would just leave it alone, and then when I was ready to swap out the design, just spray it with water and change it up. Okay, so let's just get the yellow on there. Oh, I can hear her. She's tattletaling on me to her dad about how I'm just not fair. I feel like if my child is complaining about me, I feel like I'm doing something right. I feel like that is me actually parenting. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to get upset by this. To me, I feel like, all right, I'm obviously doing something right if you're complaining about me. All right. Because I don't think 4-year-olds should just be able to make their own decisions in life. Okay, so I'm going to pull this one up. Uh-oh, my razor came off of my X-Acto knife. That's okay. Those swap out pretty easily too. So here is what we have so far. It's looking pretty good. Who's Iman? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna dry this. so that I can put my succulent in it. This is called an embossing heat tool. Thanks, Ashley. You could totally just use a hairdryer. You don't have to have this tool. I have it because I used to be like really into card making and scrapbooking, and so I would use, yeah, it's wine time in my house. It's her wine time and my wine time. But you could totally use a hairdryer. I used to do more paper crafting and stuff, and so I have that because I would use like embossing powder, which you have to heat up at a really high temperature. And so I just use that because I have it and it's easy for me to hold and drink my wine at the same time, you know, priorities. Okay, so now we just have to figure out what is our last, and I think this little cactus looking guy is gonna fit, and I'm gonna do him in, I think I'm going to do just the two different greens because he actually has a layer. So you can see how to do a layer, which is fun. I guess I did a little bit of a layer, but this one's a little bit more exact. So, this guy off. My little towel here. She's right. It is a mess over here though. Mainly because I have all of this stuff out, and I just wanted to have it all at my fingertips. But I will say, honestly, one of the things that drew me to Chalk Couture is after my daughter was born, I lost my craft room. It became her nursery, and so I got the corner of our office to work in. And as nice as that was to have a dedicated space, it was still hard to work in. I'm just going to kind of pull that guy down a little bit. It was still kind of hard to work in because, you know, you just need things at your fingertips. But what I like about Chalk Couture is there are so few like materials that you need, in order to create, that I can have everything just right here. Like I can put all this stuff into a box. Hey, Debbie, it's so good to see you. I hope you're doing great. I miss you guys. I had mentioned on my last live to Carla that I want to come join y'all again at Stamp Club. It's just going to have to be, I'm not going to be able to do it right away. I've got... next month I'm just totally swamped. We're actually taking my kids to Disney. So Ashley will be in your kind of neck of the woods. We'll be in Florida. We decided that we wanted to do a trip before we bring the puppy home. And honestly, Disney just makes it so easy to choose them when you have little kids, because you don't have to worry about checking your, you know, hauling your luggage or anything. So we decided kind of last minute that we were going to do a Disney World trip. And also we went to Disneyland. Well, we had a trip scheduled for Disneyland in September, but then sort of at the last minute, my husband was not able to go because for business reasons. So just Cecilia and I ended up going, but we really wanted to do a family trip. And with the new puppy coming, we knew it would be a while before we could do something like that. So we scheduled this last minute trip to Disney World. So we're going to be going there in next month. So really soon. So I need to kind of get on the ball with everything on that. So let's pull this one up. Well, I can't use that. I'll use my scissors. All right. All right, so that's looking pretty good. I'll just stick this one over here on this side. So here's what we have so far. It's coming along. almost done. So easy to do, I swear. I've only been doing this for like a month, not even a month. It's so easy. It's just, anybody can do it. It's so easy to do. There's really not much of a learning curve. I just watched a few YouTube videos. Drink wine around the world. Yeah, Ashley, I plan on drinking wine around the world. I'm not going to lie, but I've got to, I also have to deal with 2 small children. I wish they would also offer like nanny services while in the park. That's something I think that I would pay for. Okay, and then I was just going to do the layer on top. So this is the layer that goes on top. I'm going to fuzz my little transfer here. Get that nice and fuzzy. So here's the other thing I like about Facebook Live is when I used to paper craft, it's very, it's like a very individual thing. I feel like a lot of crafting is something that a lot of people just do on their own. But I like Facebook Live because it allows me to kind of craft and interact with other people. And if you know me, you know that like on a Myers-Briggs, I am as far off the charts extrovert as you can get. And I was telling my mom, I know that those things change over time. And it depends a lot on like, you know, what's going on in your life at that time when you take that quiz. But for me, I feel like that will never change. I will always be this super extroverted person. So what I'm doing is I'm just laying this directly on top of the other transfer, and there's kind of a guide. I mean, you can kind of, because you can see through the transfers, you can see where you're placing it, and you can match it up to where it needs to be. I'm just going to lay that down. And the nice thing is it doesn't really have to be exact. And if you ever mess up a design or if you smudge it or something, it's fine because it's on a chalkboard. So it's not really supposed to look perfect necessarily. So if I have a little oopsie or whatever, I don't worry too much about it because it's supposed to look, you know, like chalk and worn. So I'm just going to take this mint green and lay it down on top of this transfer, and you'll see, and you know, like I said, this is a brand new transfer. I've never worked with this before, so y'all are all just kind of going along with me. I mean, I have yet to have a project turn out where I'm like, ooh, I really don't like that. But trust me, if I did a live and I did something that I really didn't like, I would say, ooh, I really don't like that. So I'm going to swipe this away. And again, I don't know if you heard at the beginning, but if you want to try this out yourself, if you want a free mini kit, I have been sending out free mini kits. It's totally free. I pick up the shipping and everything, so you can try it. I know sometimes like you see somebody doing something, you're like, yeah, they make that look easy, but there's no way. I promise it is easy, but I know that sometimes you just want to touch and feel things yourself. So if you want one, just type "me please" in the comments, and I am happy to send one of those out to you. I will get it sent out this week. I have all of the stuff, so it's just a matter of me putting it all together and getting them sent out. So I'm happy to send a free kit that has a little chalkboard in it and some chalk paste. Oh, see this one? That didn't turn out great. So you can see I had a bit of an oopsie. I think my green must have not been totally dry. But that's fine, because guess what? I'm just going to lay it down and do it again. So I'm going to wipe this away. I'm going to clean off my transfer. it seemed like it was pulling a little funny whenever I was swiping it. I was like, oh, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's the wine. Nope. So these are super easy to clean. Now you get to see how these are cleaned. So you just clean them off just like that. The chalk comes right out. Easy peasy. Nothing to get upset about. So quiet here. I feel like I should have some music on. I'm just like listening to myself talk. Well, I guess I did have PJ Masks on in the background, but my husband is a saint and took my daughter upstairs because he could tell I was kind of over it. It's been a long day. Her and I have been together all day. So while I'm going to wait for this transfer to dry for a minute. I've actually got some little flowers that I can put on the cactus. So I'm going to use, actually I've got another dimension I can do on the cactus. So maybe we'll do that. We'll do that while we're waiting on that one to dry. So I've got this layer for the cactus. I don't know why I didn't see that one before. But let's do it. Let's just do it. All right, let me fuzz this up. That could also be that the adhesive was so strong on that it pulled up the other one. But I think it was just that that other green wasn't totally dry. I shouldn't have that problem with this cactus. If I do, not a big deal. If you buy the kit, what's the cost? So the mini kit that I send out has a little transfer in it, like a little heart transfer. It's free from me. So it'll have one of these hearts in it. It'll have a little squeegee in it. It'll have a little sample size chalk paste in it. And it'll have instructions. And then you can either, so if you like it, then you can just go and, buy a la carte. You can buy chalk paste, you can buy transfers. If you wanted to buy the kit, which is, typically in these sort of situations, the kit is the best deal. So the kit itself is $99, but it comes with 5 different colors of chalk paste. It comes with 2 different kinds of squeegees. It comes with 8 different transfers. It comes with a beautiful chalkboard. Let me grab it. I'll show you mine. So it comes with this chalkboard. It's not pre-designed. I did this with Cecilia the other night. So it comes with this chalkboard, and then it also comes with a smaller, with a round metal surface as well. So it's everything that you need to get started with the product. So you have everything that you need. But if you're like, oh, I just want to, I have a wedding or something and I want to make some wedding decor, and so maybe you just have a very specific need that you're looking for, you could always just buy a couple of chalk paste, which they're $8.99. The chalk paste, this size, the 3-ounce size, is $8.99 a piece, and then the transfers range from $14.99 to, I think the most expensive one, and I think there's only like 1 or 2 of them that are like $50, but those are really giant transfer sets. So there's a lot of different things you can check out. If you go to simplecrafting.chalkcouture.com, and it's in the pinned comment, that is where you can go and you can browse around. But yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys have. Okay, so I'm going to do the mint on top of this evergreen. We're waiting on my other transfer to dry. It should be dry by now. The other thing that could have happened, now that I'm thinking about it, is because I used the heat tool to dry this other, like, aloe plant, I guess that is. If the board is too warm when you lay a transfer down, it can pull up the color like that. So that one actually worked. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So, so pretty. Okay, so now let's try this one again. So that is totally dry. This is totally dry. So let's see if it was a user error type of situation, which it most likely was. All right. I want to say it was just the, yeah. Okay, so now let's try the mint on top of that. Wish me luck! So I don't look like a fool again. I'm like, oh, that's great. Of course, this is live. I mean, that's one of the things, right? Like, you go live, you're just totally vulnerable. Oh, yeah, I totally just effed that up. Whoops. Come buy my stuff. Look, I can't even do it. So hopefully this works. If not, I'll just have to throw in the towel. All right. Okay, so we're swiping this off. I don't know, this is still feeling kind of thick. That's fine. We'll find out. Okay, that one turned out good. That would have been super embarrassing. Okay, so here it is. Love grows here. What do you guys think? I'm pretty much done. I might add some more flowers to this cactus, but let's see, this has to be enjoyable for a Sunday evening. It is. It is, you know, and it's honestly, this is like my therapy. So, love grows here. Yay, you love it. So fun. Yeah, and there's so many different things. This is the one that I did on the other side of this. I did this the other day. That was a lot of fun. So, thanks, Ashley. Thank you. I'm glad you love it. So, yeah, I'll probably add some little tufts, some little flower tufts. Hey, Carrie, I met your friend Jill. Did she tell you? Her son goes to the same school as my daughter. And I was like, on her Facebook page, and I noticed that we had like 7 mutual friends in common, but they were like so random. It was like somebody that I worked with at Lockheed, somebody that I worked with at Pizza Hut, you, like another mom from school. And I'm like, you know, typically when you see, oh, you have 7 friends in common, you sit there and you're like, oh, okay, well, we must like be in junior league or something together, and we have like 7 mutual friends. No, just like random people. But yeah, you were one of them. But yeah, I guess her husband is friends with Ruben. So, which is your husband. Anyway, so there we go. Love grows here. If you want to get your hands on this stuff, just put in the comments, me please, and I will send a free little mini kit out your way. It comes with a little chalkboard that's this size. It comes with the little paints, a little paste sample. It comes with a little squeegee, and instructions. So I'm happy to send that. So just let me know. Just say me please. I'll shoot you a message to get your address and send it out to you for free. So thank you guys so much for hanging out and for crafting with me. It was super fun. I do this probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 times a week because it's my therapy and I love it. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. Check out simplecrafting.chalkcouture.com if you want to browse around, and let me know if you want a free sample kit and I will send it out your way. Have a fantastic Sunday or Sunday night, and try and go to bed early. I mean, my gosh, it says it's 9 o'clock. It feels like 8 o'clock. Thanks so much, Spring Forward. But anyway, I hope you'll have a fantastic week, and I will hopefully craft and chat with you guys again soon. Bye.